Hello, hello. This is Maji-chan with a slightly spoiler review of the Mario movie. When I say slightly, I'm gonna ignore a lot of the centerpieces in case you actually want to watch the movie and have fun. But part of the spoiler is if you've ever played a Mario movie or Mario game, you know exactly how this movie is gonna go. With that being said, let's dive right into it. So at the beginning of the movie, they actually pay tribute to the Mario and Luigi accents that we are all familiar with, but then they add to it. So the reason why they got rid of the accents was because a lot of the media people were afraid it would kind of be like, if you're familiar with Star Wars, the Jar Jar Binks effect, where it was okay for a little bit, but then it got annoying. My guess is that's why they did that. But they really paid a lot of respect to the old traditional Mario voice, and then on top of that added to the new ones, and then throughout the movie you actually hear little accents of that again. So you start off in Brooklyn. um, they're at actually some sort of pizza shop. They just started their own business. A lot of people would consider Mario a failure because he's still living in like his home with his parents and all of that. A lot of elderly, so like grandparents. But in actuality, if anybody's familiar with, I'm assuming Italians are pretty similar. I know they're different different from different countries, but Greeks have extended family unit homes. So I suspect that is the case with the Mario brothers, where they live in an extended family unit. Where Mario and Luigi, even though they're singles, still live at home with mom and pop, with their grandpas, aunts, cousins. So you find out Mario's actually really short, even in the real world. And then on top of that, his family's kind of thinks of him as a kind of a letdown because him and Luigi actually quit an actual good job in hopes of creating their own business and starting fresh somewhere else on their own. So things happen. Like I said, I'm kind of skipping some of this so that it's creative for you. They find themselves in the being teleported to the Mushroom Kingdom. Mario and Luigi get split up. Luigi gets sent over into the Badlands run by Bowser, which gives you a nice nostalgia of Luigi's Haunted Mansion. Mario ends up in the Mushroom Kingdom, and you find out okay, so the one question that everybody is concerned about, girl boss Peach. Here's the thing, she is a girl boss. In fact, at first I thought she was completely insufferable. However, you find out she's the only ruler. She has no army, and she is fully aware that Bowser has managed to collect a star and is coming at her with a full force army. So, her girl boss moments is more out of necessity instead of wanting. Um, Eventually, Mario earns her respect, which she tones down the girl boss almost completely. Things happen, they end up going to the Donkey Kong Kingdom. Mario proves that he can handle himself. It is a rough battle, but that's because if anybody's ever played a Donkey Kong game, Donkey Kong is probably the best fighter of the Kongs. He's just really lazy and kind of a show off. Mario, being a plumber in real life and have only been training for less than a day, will always look like amateur compared to Donkey Kong. Well, at least at that moment, not always. But once again, that goes back to if you know the games. Fast forward it, Kongs are awesome, a lot of fun. I don't want to reveal too much because, that's part of it. This is a short spoiler after all. Um, fast forward it. Peach gets captured. Luigi ends up being captured too by Bowser at the beginning of the movie, but Peach gets captured towards the end. This is where a lot of spoilers are forgetting this little part. Okay, I'm gonna spoil the ending. Sorry. Last chance. There's no way around this. A lot of the other reviews are saying Peach rescued herself, but here's the thing, it was actually Toadstool. Toadstool slipped a power up flower into Peach's bouquet because Bowser was forcing Peach to marry her. Well, that allowed her to break free after having the power up flower. She's fighting, trying to save herself, trying to, take out as many Goombas as she can. Mario and Donkey Kong come in and start fighting as well. The end of the end of the battle, Mario saves the day and ends up saving her kingdom. Peach, everybody's claiming she saved herself, but in actuality, it was her Captain Toad. Now, fast forward it. This giant bullet is sent to destroy Peach's castle. Mario, in a raccoon suit, distracts the bullet and, trying to deter it from destroying anything, sends it up the pipe that accidentally brought him there. He thought it would dissolve and not be a big deal. What actually happens is it ends up fusing the two worlds together. So the Mushroom Kingdom combined with Mario's Brooklyn. In fact, it's his neighborhood. So like he ends up him and Luigi have to tag team together to save their family, their home, their everything they care about, and at the same time try and stop Bowser in their world. Overall, the movie is fun. I was surrounded by lots of kids, lots of older, adults like me who are just, checking out a Mario movie. Everybody was engaged. There is 2 end credit scenes, so stay for all the credits. You won't regret it, I promise. And in all honesty, it was a fun movie. The kids were excited. There was this kid at one moment where Mario kind of gets himself blown up, who actually screamed for Mario, worried that he died. That's how engaging this movie is. There is no real plot. Like I said, if you have ever played a Mario game, you know exactly what the plot is. But at the same time, it's a good family movie. The only concerning thing is the girl boss, but it gets toned down halfway through. You could tell Nintendo said, nope, she had her moment, cut it off, which I completely respect that. There is a clear moment where she changes in the movie, and not just because Nintendo said so. There's an actual scene that establishes to just tone it down. Overall, I would definitely see it again. I would take my nephews and nieces to see it. It is a fun movie. There's nothing groundbreaking. You're not gonna rethink your life after watching it, but it is heartfelt. It definitely promotes family. It's just a great movie overall. Feel free to see it, and we need to send a message that there needs to be more movies like this. All right, well, there's my review. You've heard me ramble. Have a good day.